Pollutionasura, a treacherous demon who ruled under the hell with his burning palace. This is Pollutionasura, who was gifted a grant or was given a precious wish that nobody could kill him until his four chiefs were dead. Pollutionasura was formed by four sages. The four sages immediately die after Pollutionasura's greatest threat to kill the kingdom of Notobar on the capital city of Sumanasa. He appointed four major chiefs on his behalf, as we know: Air, Vayu, Raj, who was appointed to control the whole world and threat the air. Dhwaniraj, the person who would disturb everybody's ears and kill them by irritating. It was said that Dhwani didn't spread no pollution but damaging us. Jal was the head of them. Jal tried and informed everything that was possible to the chief Pradushanasura. It was said that the Jal would actually pollute the water so hard that the humanity could not drink water forever and die. Along with the last, we have land. He would spoil the land so humans cannot develop anything or build anything and even cannot stay. These four chiefs were of Pradushanasura's greatest chiefs. He also developed an army of zebra that could attack any threat of the world. King Suryavanshi or Raja Suryavanshi was the king of the Notobar Empire, which will be now going to threat in some days by the greatest asura that any person would like to face in future. Suryavanshi developed the Notobar Empire and got the hereditary of his father Chandravanshi. He appointed a priest who would worship the whole kingdom, known as Swami Bhadrakala. Bhadrakala could actually see the things that could happen in future, and actually gets warning from the gods. It was said that Bhadrakala was the chosen one. That's why the Raja Suryavanshi appointed and built this majestic temple, which he actually tried to live in here, but this turned out to be a temple. Bhadrakala. It was said that in the early time, Bhadrakala was known as a person who was doing cheat to us, but after Suryavanshis rely on the Suryavanshis belief on Bhadrakala, this became, and people and the empire had to agree by hook or by crook. God Prakruti and Goddess Prakruti were the owners of the nature. It was said that they tried to develop the nature. They built the nature. Prakriti could be also addressed as Mother Nature and sometimes. Said that Prakriti was born by Raja Antariksh and goddess of nothing. Prakriti was god of nature. He was also controlling the brotherhood. It was said that Prakriti would not give simple and could not be seen by all and simple person. They lived on an empire or Antariksh Rajya, which was ruled by their father, Lord Sukravanshi. Sukravanshi gave two animals, a eagle named as Eagle Paki, which was a gift to Prakriti or her only daughter. and Jog, a cheetah, who was a gift to his only son, Prakrutit. Eagle and Jog were way too different persons, and differences between them were very different. One was a bird, a high flying, and one was the fastest animal in the whole world or on earth. प्रकृतिशालन भवो चलो चलो हे प्रकृति 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 पुष्पपाणनि हस्तरे फूलप्रदर्शने पुष्पगन्धारे की बोलो सारे जय जय हे प्रभु प्रकृति प्रकृतिशाली जय जय हे प्रभु प्रकृति 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 प्रकृत है प्रकृति रोचन प्रकृति 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 परो परो जय हे प्रभु प्रकृति It was the festival time in the Sumanasa, the capital of the Natawar Empire. Swami Bhadrakala along with the king Suryavanshi, but Suryavanshi came late during the puja time. Suryavanshi came after some time. It was now. There would be a great change. Suryavanshi told that I would be going some days out for a trip to the neighboring empire. This story was silently heard by the greatest Asura, Pradushanaasura. He was peeping along the side and understanding that it is the right time to attack this empire, who is filled with greenery, clean air, clean water. No sound, only during the festival time. Again, this was also heard by Jog, the tiger that was the cheetah that was gifted by Lord Shukravanshi or Antriksh. Prakriti heard it as Jog informed Prakriti about this. It was said that Prakriti decided that I would say that priests and give them the whole Notable Empire a warning. We have to kill the beasts also. In no time, there was a huge change. In a a sudden behavior, the clouds started rumbling as there would be something terrible happening to the kingdom. But it was a sound given by Lord Prakriti that I am coming to earth and spreading the news. Lord Prakriti appeared in front of Swami Bhadrakala. Now there was the greatest challenge. He didn't know who was a god riding a cheetah. He actually didn't know who was that actually. It was he didn't discover it. Suddenly a small duck came out of the pond and flying in the sky. The birds were behaving in a different manner. In no time, it was also there that to secure Prakriti from any danger, Eagle Paki also was there. Prakriti gave a sudden information. There is a threat in your town, the city of Sivalas. You must go away, leave this town. There is a terrible attack going to be held. Bhadrakala asked the Lord, what attack? And by the way, who are you? I never heard of the Lord. Who can change the nature? Ducks fly? I don't think so. As I said, sudden light appeared in front of Prakriti. This light became unseen and Bhadrakala could not see anything. His face, even Joke's face. After a certain time, the sun went set. Prakriti told with the threat of an asura named Palyushanasura. The name sounds and threats us a lot. Swami Bhadrakala, I give you a suggestion. Worship the tree that provides you this nature. Worship my sister, the goddess Prakriti. I think we will find certainly with a coordinate of Ekapava, Gir, Sundari, and so on. It is my suggestion that there is going to be a terrible thing. You must inform your king Suryavanshi about this incident. There is going to be a dangerous event soon happening to your empire. Raja, said Bhadrakala. Suryavanshi asked, what is the question? Why did he call? I have to leave for my vacation in the next empire and actually get a war with them. I have to conquer the whole world. I am the conqueror of the whole world. I will prove that. Certainly Bhadrakala told, no, you are not the conqueror. It is no time to conquer it. Suryavanshi asked what happened. Yesterday, while I was after during the arati of evening, there was a certain disagreement, and the nature is now behaving in an abnormal way. And so a god, I don't know, I didn't catch his name, but he was always saying, "Worship my sister Prakriti. She can guide us. I am his. I am her brother. My name." And that time, suddenly there was a duck flying. I don't know. But this was all, it may be my illusions. You saw the brother of Mother Nature? Yes. You saw Brother Nature? I don't know. This all curious questions was not answered. Bhadrakala got more scared. Did I do anything wrong? But when he told the nature is not behaving in an abnormal way, there's a God coming us. The nature usually behaves like a simple way when we see it, but there's a different time. I have got a threat. Our neighboring kingdom is captured. Who said you that you were just going now? I don't know, but this man But this man said me that the man cannot be trusted. God is Prakrutit said me that. Can you please repeat the name? What God is? God? God Prakrutit. You saw God Prakrutit? Goddess Prakriti was slowly in the calm and listening. It was said that Goddess Prakriti told that sincerely she thought that the nature should now be a little normal, otherwise they would get a doubt. And I don't want these silly guys who don't know actually the Notobor Empire is in danger. Prakriti is warning have been informed, but this man is not to be trusted. Vayu Pradushan. I have to immediately say the head of animals, Ekapao and Gir. Goddess Prakriti informed there are threats around. Ekapao, Gira, you are Ekapao. Ekapao was a Ekapao was actually a flamingo and is a flamingo. She is the queen of all mammals and the king or the empress and all things that belong to a bird community. Pradeshanasura's rays started glowing. These jealous rays even started burning his own castle. Gir, said goddess Prakriti, I know you cannot speak or talk, but you are the chief. You are a giraffe. You are the chief of all the mammals, reptiles, insects. I know. With my Golpaki, I cannot do anything without your support. You are the leading future of all the nature. I am just a person who is standing. Ekapawa told, there must be a war. We have to defeat. We have to defeat. You know who? We have to defeat Pradushan Asura. It was a very urgent thing to be done. There was very dangerous thing. We do not know what is going to be on. There may be anything on. Anything could happen in no time. We must get prepared. We must say the Notable Empire to get prepared and even the whole world to get prepared. We must say that God Prakriti should now at least give darshanas to all. Jog suddenly heard this all. He wanted to inform Prakriti but he didn't. Da, na, na, na. Prakruti, Prakruti. Prakruti, 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 Prakruti. Devi Jaya Prakruti, Devi Jaya Prakruti, Devi Jaya. Devi Jaya Prakriti, Devi Jaya Prakriti, Devi Jaya Prakriti. 1, 2, na na na. Devi Jaya Prakriti, Devi Jaya Prakriti, 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 Prakriti. Now, there's the biggest challenge. The chiefman who actually informed Suryavanshi now came to goddess Prakriti. He told, Oh, oh, my lords, I bow down in front of you. But there's a bad news that you are saving the world. The Notable Empire is already in danger. The king is dead. There is no more king. We will surely now conquer the empire with our superpowers. Vayu Pradushana went off. Goddess Prakriti was now in more danger. The Suryavanshi or the king is dead. There's only one way to solve it, and that is to now fight with it. But first, we have to do one great thing. We have to say Bhadrakala to become the king, because we have to secure the empire. It is, after all, our duty to do. What do you say, Eagle Paki? Eagle Paki screamed. Goddess Prakriti understood that Eagle Paki wants to say yes. So they both went off and informed. Bhadrakala certainly came in the dreams. Bhadrakala told that the king is dead, and I don't know who are you, but I feel I should say you to you. You may be a beautiful member, but I have certain doubts with you. You're rather eagle. You're a god. You're definitely god. I think so. You are the brother of Prakritit. You are the sister of Prakritit. The, the god of nature that I met some days ago. He your brother? Prakriti told, my brother is Prakriti, but there's a more danger. I want you, Bhadrakala, to become the king of the empire, not a war. You see these lines spreading across your sky from day to night, even in this white background. These are known as the jealousy rays. Crowd, crowd, Nishan. I don't want your kingdom to affect with this. I'm living way far in the heavens. I am a god. I'm the god of nature, forest, people. My brother is same too, but he is. I'm the goddess, and he's the god. He's the lord. But one thing I would surely try to tell you: these lines should not hurt any one of you. Okay, King, Kings, Raja, Swami, Bhadrakala. Bhadrakala told, I'm not worthy of being a Rajak. I cannot be a Raja. But in the demands of a god, I have to keep it. There was now an epic battle between the god and the demon, Pradushanastra, in the kingdom, or I must say, in the castle of jealous burning. It was now a great challenge to be faced. The nature was behaving very peculiar. Not Empire was in danger, but who knows? The battle of nothingness, the battle against pollution with nature. Now the suspense starts. The suspense. The battle started with a conch sound played by Prakritit. The battle the war. Correction. Now he was defeated by goddess Prakriti. The war was now over. Goddess Kata, fine goddess prophet, finally killed Pradushan Asura. But this was not the end. Another place. There was thunder crackling. But this now went according to the odd wizardry. There was difference between now. What would happen to the Vayu, Jal, Vayu, Jal, Dwani, and Sthal? Well, let's see. Now, the wizardry didn't actually went wrong. The wrong went actually was right. The two sides of the burning chasm of jealousy was over. Goddess Prakriti killed the four demons. Jal, Vayu, Sthal, and Dwani. So the discovery that all came into a figure. Prakriti. And this was the story. This was the fight between the god and the four demons. Well, we think there was something more. But why did we narrate? It was now over. In order to celebrate this such a grand joy, the people of Sumanasa, or the capital city of Nottobor, set up the huge, grand celebration on this. This started 10 days after Tulsi Vivaha, or I must say, after 10 days after the Kartik Purnima that occurs. On the Krishna Paksha, on the Dashami Tithi of the Krishna Paksha, during this month, which can be in the month of November,